So I did promise that I would do the solo, and here it is. And lots of you commented that you wanted it as well. It was your favourite Dean DeLeo solo, which I can see why. It's superb. It's so different to loads of his other solos. In terms of tone, I'm going for a middle pickup affair. It's very, very twangy. And the dirt, I'm using the Walrus Audio Eras, just literally 0 gain setting. So you want something, you probably like a light boost or something like that, really, not a full-out distortion pedal at all, really. But this one I just dialed in and went, that sounds good. So I'm going with that one. For the other part, I'm using another sound-led pedal. For that overdubbed kind of fuzzy part. Because I love that. It's one of my favourite fuzz pedals. So let's crack on and learn this thing. So let's do it section by section. Now I've actually sliced the top of my third finger, so I'm playing it all with my little finger. So if you see some really weird fingerings, it's literally just because I can't use this one at the moment to like bend notes or really put much pressure on it at all. But the show must go on. So the first section. Pretty straightforward. We're on the 14th fret. First one's staccato, second one isn't. And I think the second one he does a pull off, and then the second time around you just play where you pick both of them, right? So it's just a repeating phrase. Then you've got these cool bends. And what I'm doing there is I'm bending the 15th fret up half a step, and I've got my little finger on the 17th fret on the B, right? So it's... So the first two parts together would be... And don't worry about it getting exactly right for these bends, right? Make it messy as you like, because it's more about the attack and the feel, really. The next section, though, may take a little bit of getting used to, and it goes like this. There's a couple of little bends at the end there. I'm struggling to play that, actually, over and over again, because my third finger has to get involved, right? But slowly, it's... So essentially you repeat this phrase 14, 18, 17, and then you repeat 14, 17, 17. So the phrase is 2 lots of 3, right? He actually only plays it for 1 bar, and he ends on the 14th fret. So slowly it's... It ends there, right? But then it restarts again. It plays that. Just the 14, 18, 17 part for the second bar. So if you count this as 1, you're going to play 2 of those, and then an additional... So twice around it would be... Then you tag on those 4 notes, and you start again. So at the end of the phrase you do this, which is like a half step bend on the 16th fret, whilst the 14th fret on the E string is held, right? So the whole thing through. Then you can really go for it with this. Now I've actually tabbed that. But I actually think what happens is he does the bend and he just plays the 14th fret. Like that. I think that sounds better, actually, and closer to what he's playing. It's much more staccato when you hear it, and I don't think you can really do that when you're bending both. So I should probably amend the tab. Maybe I will. Anyway, so again, 14th fret, half step bend on the 16th fret. Then you go 16th on the B, 17th on the E, and you ever so slightly bend up both. Okay, like that. with that rhythm. And you just play that twice, pretty much. So you're going to play... and again. And then you do a little rundown after that. So, that part again to speed. And then you've got this. Trust me, that is super difficult to play with your little finger rather than your third finger. You should be playing that with your third finger there throughout, right? So you play... that would be third finger there, but I just can't do the bend. So slowly, and it comes in on the forehand. So 3, 4, and that hangs over into the next bar. Then you've got, and then a full step bend on the 16th fret on the G. Okay, but there's a pull off, so it's... so loads of 16 fret action there. Probably the hardest part of that run because it's just a bit of an unusual phrasing because you've got to play... so you've got to be doing, you know, everything's on the same fret, which is always tricky, right? So to do that with your third finger is loads easier because you'll be bending and you've got enough meat to play. So you'll be playing on the tip of your finger there, but going back to... then you've got bluesy stuff straight after. And you've got that bend at the end. So slowly the whole thing. So one more time. Now, second guitar part comes in here with the fuzz over the top, but the other guitar's still playing, so you're going to play. Now, with the fuzz on, it sounds rad. So cool, and there's hardly any mids in that, right? So there's a lot of mids in the other tone, so they work really lovely together. So hammer on, 7th to 9th. And then you've got this 7-9, 7-9 thing going on. So you play that 4 times, and then you play 7-9, slide up to 11, right? Then you do it again, and you do the same thing, but you're just doing a slide on the next string up from the 9th to the 11th. So slowly. And the second part. One more time to speed, but with the fuzz. Love that. Now, I would be crazy if I said, I know exactly what's going on here, because I don't. I've done my best guess. I think from this bit... that is bang on, but how you get to that part for the first, like, 2 beats of that bar is just some crazy fast stuff. But I hear triplets, and I think he's playing this. 3, 4... Again, that's just weird bending with my little finger, but that's about as good as I'll get that, I think, today. So... that's the end of the solo, but what an end it is. And this part is super tricky. I've tried this loads of different ways, doing, like, you know, stretch stuff and all manner of things, but I think this is the easiest because you've got this bit here that I think he's definitely playing, which is a triplet and then 2 semiquavers, right? And that movement, for me, I don't find too difficult. You might find that easy too, right? So I know that I could do that bit, right? And you're going to play... Then I use my second finger to slide up to the 11th fret on that same string, right? The G string. And this part is just a standard 8th note triplet. Okay, so it's just one beat. But the other part's twice as fast. And the second part you won't have trouble with. But it's getting the fast bit of the first 2 beats, right? So I think it plays... But that part is the same as this. It's a similar thing, right? But you want to tag on this. So the first beat is... Okay, second beat is... And then you're into... Let me play the phrase round a couple of times just so you can get it into your head, right? Okay. I literally just played that over and over again, slowly and slowly and slowly until I could build it up. All right, so that's my best advice for that, to be honest, because it's super quick. The next part is this. Again, just a lovely little phrase, quite lazily done, mixture of triplets and 8th notes. All that staccato. And then again. So that's pretty straightforward. And you could probably use a slide for this part, but you've got... For that. When the, that G chord comes in, right? So that's just 14th fret on the B. Half step bend and release. And that motif continues throughout the end of the tune. That is it. Hope you found that useful. See you again soon. Cheers, bye-bye.